morning, everybody. It's so good to be together again.
Welcome to Morning Gathering. It's nice to see everybody.
We're going to play a short video clip. It's going to set the stage for the poems Mrs. Hilde and I wrote for you. And it will also give us a few moments to our calm breathing together. So everybody sit up nice and tall and get ready to take some deep breaths.
The Stuff of Legends by Karen Hilde. Once upon a time, filled with misty fog and pelting rain, slithered a terrible creature upon the rough, ragged plain. With a blast of fiery breath, it scorched the earth black. Razor-sharp claws balanced spikes down its back. Filling its large, gaping mouth were rows of menacing teeth, and a scaly skinned belly dragged along just beneath. Merely a sniff of the air brought a slight sulfur scent, which followed behind any place the thing went. Out from a bottomless cave beside a gnarled tree trunk, that serpentine body twisted and slunk. Echoing down through the valley, a violent roar of rage, as the brute burst forth skyward from escaping its subterranean cage. Giant wings beat the breeze, propelling the agile body forth in a frenzied wild flight, headed directly north. Exhaling fire and a great deal of smoke, below, people stared in wonder, and nobody spoke. Did they see 7 heads or 2 glowing eyes at least? What was this monstrous, horned and bearded wild beast? Could anyone tell? Was it friendly or no? Had they all just imagined it? No one did know. Was the creature pure magic, the last of its kind? If it was benevolent and friendly, no one would mind. Some say it was greedy, guarding a vast golden treasure. Others swore it was faithful and loyal beyond measure. It could be crafty and tricky, but who'd benefit most? Perhaps it was evil, keeping its enemies close. Knights of old tried to slay this ferocious mythic being. Be it curious or threatening, folks are still disagreeing. For sure it is ancient, at least 3,000 years nigh. With that brings great wisdom in an endless supply. Whether it swallows the moon or twines round a maiden, stories certainly abound and are most heavily laden, with bellows and roars emerging from deep in its lair. To the pure thrill of dragon legends, not a thing can compare.
Imagine by Mrs. Fontaine. If I could have a dragon, I'd draw it with my crayon and give it wings, a scaly skin, a gaping mouth, a ruffled fin. With evil, ferocious, and fiery eyes, his aim in life? To terrorize. He rumbles, thunders, bellows, and roars as he menacingly glides over distant shores. Better perhaps that he be beneficent, valiant, heroic. His actions will be excellent. With a magical pearl under his chin, my dragon is yang, and the phoenix is yin. Oh, such a happy, wise, and harmless creature, His perseverance and powers are his defining features. Bearer of truth and bringer of clouds and rain, it's mythical blood that flows in his vein. Now I know my dragon is most sincere, which is why I'll always keep him near. So pick up your pen, you excellent draftsman, and create yourself a most magnificent dragon.
This is an invitation for you guys to all think about and thoroughly engage with dragons. Why? Well, firstly, Mrs. Fontaine and I had a fantastic plan for everyone in the school to get together and make an enormous dragon for International Day. But since we didn't get a chance to really do that this year, Mrs. Fontaine and I sat about thinking, why do dragons really fascinate us? Why do they appear in so many cultures all around the world?
Well, dragons are awe-inspiring creatures. They work their way into our imaginations. We know they are not real, but we can wonder, what if they were? There are so many different kinds of dragons. Some bring good fortune and help the crops grow. Others have many limbs or more than one head. Some are evil-tempered and some are greedy. Some can move with incredible speed and others are magical. When we read myths and stories about dragons from around the world, we discover what wonderful characters they make.
So what would we like you to do for this project?
Create your own dragon.
And you can do this in any way that you wish. It's a chance to have the freedom to use your time in an unscheduled, creative way to explore and learn at your own pace. That means you can work on your project whenever you want, for however long it takes, and as often as makes sense to you. The dragon can come in any form or any size, and it will be up to you to give it a personality. So by now you've probably figured out that the Firefly project was a warm-up for dragons. All of those investigations and material hunts that you made are setting the stage for this project. And now you can take off. What kinds of fun stuff can you use to create things? But most importantly, how will you share your dragon ideas with the world?
So, how do you find a dragon idea and make it come alive? You'll have the chance to look at dragons from many different perspectives. This project won't end after you make the first dragon. That's just one step, and a very important one. We will ask you to think about dragons, read stories about dragons, watch movies and videos, listen to dragon music, look at pictures and make sketches. And don't forget, sketches can be both drawings and models. So how many different ways can you think of to make your dragon? During art and handcrafts office hours, everyone will get the chance to share their dragon. We'll talk about the designs and how you made it. Everyone can collaborate and develop their ideas even further, just the way we do when we are together in school. And this is how real designers work. Once your first dragon is complete, you will be invited to take off on some different dragon challenges. Each adventure will be revealed during our office hour after the sharing time in class each week. So please be sure to join us.
So, of course, you know, throughout this whole adventure, we'll be here to guide you and support you. We'll be busy uploading some resources for you. Some of them will present information, some of them will be stories and legends, and others will just be how-tos. How to make your own paint, how to create your own glue. So keep checking for these uploads, and we'll be adding to them as the project progresses. Plus, there'll be opportunities for you to share the cool stuff that you find with all of your friends.
We will be asking you to take pictures or videos of your project each week, even if it's not yet finished. We will give you the instructions for sharing your pictures with us by the beginning of next week. You may share your photos with us anytime, but please do it by dinner time the day before your class meets, so we can talk about what everyone has shared.
Dragons are alive in our imaginations, but their actions abound with virtues. Of course, there's no doubt that they fill us with a sense of joy and wonder. But what virtues does your dragon possess? Is it gentle and humble, truthful and courageous, perseverant and faithful? Think about it and let it show.
And now, Puff the Magic Dragon. Please sing along with Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Well, actually, this isn't supposed to be a speech about a dragon. This is supposed to be a song about a dragon. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Sing it with us. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail, and Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not be brave, so Puff that mighty dragon sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Have a wonderful day,
Wonderful
everybody.
day, everybody.